Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of Americans. More women die of heart disease than all types of cancer every year. And congenital heart defects are the most common cause of infant death from birth defects. And that's just a few reasons to put on your gym shoes and join a community walking for the American Heart Association. These two guys are going to be there. We've got Jim Teets. He is the GR Heart Walk Chair. Matt Waisman, he has survived a heart attack. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your journey and what happened, really.
Sure. Quick background. So I generally put myself in that healthy category. I work out every day. I run a lot.
Okay.
A lot of long distance running. And I went out to dinner with my family on a Friday night. Some Mexican food. I thought it was a little spicy. Thought it got me pretty good.
A little heartburn,
right? I thought it was
Yeah.
heartburn. So that went on and off for about a week. And then finally, I had an episode that hit really hard as I was driving into the office one day, and that was a week later. So I detoured. I thought, this is probably a good idea to detour. Probably the smartest choice I've made in my life.
Wow.
Went to the ER. When I got there, they immediately, it was like a SWAT team. They just, so great about it. Ran up a test and discovered I had a blockage, a full blockage, and then 2 partial blockages. So they went in, did a procedure where they opened up the blockage and then put a stent in there. So
Okay.
it was an eye opener.
Sure.
The next day I felt like $1 million. I was ready to go home. So since then I've continued on my journey of just recovery. Lots of medications, lots of just kind of watching my diet, again, watching how much I'm exercising, more limitations on my exercise than normal.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm back on track.
So you're feeling good now.
Feeling like $1 million.
That's fantastic. So let's talk about what you hope people take away. I mean, you think you're healthy, you're doing all the right things, but things can still happen.
So before I jump into that, one of the things I do want to point out was I didn't have the symptomatic, pain in the arm. I did have the chest pain,
Sure.
but for me it was radiating up into the jaw.
Okay.
That's where my pain was coming from. So not a real common symptom, but just I want to get that out there for folks to recognize that if you're having that pain, go to the doctor. Just don't let that ego get in the way. So,
I mean, it presents differently for so many different people, particularly women too. And so I think the note is, if something doesn't feel right.
Something doesn't feel right, go. So that's, I guess, my biggest ask of folks who are listening to this is really listen to your body. Continue to eat right, exercise, but listen to your body. Go get checked out on an annual basis. If you haven't been to the doctor in a while, it's a good idea to go get checked out. Even if you think you're healthy, I thought I was super healthy. Insides weren't.
Absolutely, right. We only know what we know. So let's talk about this walk. I mean, obviously, this is a fundraiser for the American Heart Association for research, for support. Let's talk about how people can get involved.
Yeah, you can go to the Grand Rapids Heart Walk online, and it's easy sign up. Number one, it's free.
Yeah.
And it's super family friendly. And so it's going to be Saturday morning. The weather, no excuses on the weather.
Yeah.
Right.
No excuses for college football games, etc.
Yeah.
I mean, Michigan plays at noon maybe.
Yep.
And
we'll get this out of the way, right?
Yeah, so the doors open at 9 o'clock at Aquinas College. Mm-hmm. And then we have corporate sponsors there. Meyer is going to have a kids zone. Mercantile Bank Matt works at Mercantile Bank, so we'll give them a little plug.
Yeah.
And but they're going to have a CPR experience there. Okay. And then also MVP is going to have some stretching, exercising. There's going to be a mascot race.
I love that.
At 10:20, there's going to be a program where Matt and some others will be speaking at 10:40, and then the walk starts at 11 o'clock. It's a 2-mile walk through Aquinas' beautiful campus.
Yeah, I mean, a perfect day for it.
It is.
Obviously, you can raise money. It's free to attend, but this is a fundraiser, right?
Yes.
So you want the people to come and bring the cash, right?
Absolutely. I've been, especially over the last 30 days, I've been, I wouldn't say quite ruthless, but I've been very aggressive in asking friends and doctors, and we have quite a few numerous sponsors.
Yeah.
We have a pretty large goal of $250,000. We just yesterday hit our all-time record of amount raised, so we're about right at $220,000.
Holy cow!
We have 3 days, and can we hit the 250? I think a lot of people are giving money, and the momentum's pretty good right now.
All right, wonderful. So Matt, do you have any final words of where this money goes? This goes to help save lives.
Yeah,
right?
it does. And personally, I can, my gratitude goes out to the American Heart Association, because the stent that is keeping me alive, and it was done from research that was funded through through the American Heart Association. The other thing I want to say is, again, as guys, check your egos.
Sure.
It just
For
seems
sure.
to be a thing. I'm a knucklehead raised by a knucklehead. Generations of it's right. If it's not,
No comment.
No comment. Right? If
Guys and doctors,
Right.
you know,
If
that's good.
it's not broken or bleeding, we generally don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
We have to check our egos at the door. You got some chest pains. Don't just think it's maybe it's a heartburn or some indigestion.
Yeah.
I implore people, go to the doctor, get checked out.
There you go. You can't power through it all.
And if I can echo off what Matt just said, one of the biggest stats that really shocked me is 9 out of 10 people who have a cardiac event outside of the hospital, they do not survive.
Wow.
So 90% don't make it. So one of the big training things for the American Heart and the Heart Walk is teaching. We're trying to get every household across our community, America, at least one person at a house in a workplace to learn how to do
CPR.
hands-on,
Yeah.
hands-only
Sure.
CPR.
Yeah.
So that's one of our big takeaways here.
Appreciate that. Gentlemen, wise words from you this morning. Thank you so much. So you want to learn more, you want to get involved, be a part of this movement, the Grand Rapids Heart Walk, happening on Saturday morning. You can get this done and see all the games in the afternoon. Doors
Exactly.
open at 9. Bring the kids, bring the family, bring the friends. Heart.org/Grand Rapids Heart Walk for more information.